All right, Norm, live, coming at you with my week 1 predictions. Going to predict the 3 games. Going to stay out of my own team and their matchup. Of course, I won't be on the field this week. I will be rejoining them next week, Bezrat Hashem. And I, of course, am following along and rooting for a sweep.
It's going to be Biblical versus the Black Sox on Racetrack 1. Marty's debut for his new team. Edmonds' debut in the league, Alan Jamal's debut in the league, T.I.'s debut as a captain. Who will forget their shoelaces and have T.I. bring them for him? For the Black Sox, camaraderie in the preseason has been strong with this team. From what I'm hearing inside the camp, Joe G has rallied the troops and they're really together, and he's been a great captain so far. Jake's transition to shortstop, that's going to be a big question mark for them. They're also missing both of their second base options, with Saul being away and Toot missing as well. So they're going to have to shuffle around on their defense. Racetrack 1, historically a windy field the first couple of weeks. So I think that, it causes a lot of chaos. Missing guys definitely doesn't help. I think that's why I'm going to go with the split.
It's going to be Biblical versus the Chicago Black Sox. Love both teams. I think they're both great. T.I. always comes out firing. He's got a lot of fire, that guy. He's a great captain. I've played with him before in the MNS Night League. I know it's a different league. But also the Chicago Black Sox, you got Jake Dweck, Joe Greenberg. Very, very, very good matchup. I like an even split on that. I think they're both very good teams, and I'm excited to see both of them match up against each other. Obviously, it's week 1. Who knows what's going to happen? Anything could go. But that's just my prediction based off of paper. I haven't seen anyone play this year yet, and I'm just really excited for the season to start.
Then we got Shake and Bake versus Moshiach, Max versus Navy. Always a tough game to predict. Very tough to say where I'm going to go here. I happen to love the Shake and Bake team. I think unlike Beast Mode, these guys are built for week 1, and they just get worse as the season goes on. Meaning they lose Navy the last 2 weeks of the year. But when they're fully stacked, they are great. I think that their later round guys are awesome too. I love the way Zach filled out his draft. Going up against Moshiach, which came with all the games. So you had, Mo Haber, whether he won the trade, lost the trade, whatever, that's all yet to be seen. I don't think they're going to win a game this Sunday. I'm going with the Shake and Bake sweep. Of course, I could be wrong. When you have Max Yedid, it's very hard to predict a sweep against them, but I'm going with it. So I'm going.
Racetrack 2, we got Moshiach versus Shake and Bake. A lot of players playing their former teams as of a couple of days ago. Juber reunited with his father. Is he fully healthy going into week 1? There's some question marks there for sure. He will be fully healthy, I think, as the season goes on, but week 1, definitely a question mark. Nuni goes and solidifies Shake and Bake's defense. It's also a matchup of the 2 top pitchers historically between Nabi and Max Yedid. No offense to Eddie Harari, who keeps winning Cy Youngs. I kind of think that with Z missing week 2, Shake and Bake has a little bit of a sense of urgency to start the year off hot. Moshiach still has a lot of question marks, and the trades, while maybe in the long term help them, in the short term, they do have some question marks. So I think that Shake and Bake will sweep.
Next we got Shake and Bake versus Moshiach. Another sweep. Oh my God, Moshiach. I don't know what Maurice was thinking during that drafting 2 pitchers, Max Yedid and Jeff Sack. They had to rearrange the whole team. Obviously Max Yedid could. Obviously he's Max Yedid. He could shut out any team at any time. But I think that entire team is relying on him on the shoulders. It's going to be opening week. It's going to be tight. The offense is all right. It's not the best I like Shake and Bake a lot on that team. Z, maybe. Forgot about it. That's going to be an auto sweep, in my opinion.
Pickles versus the Brew Crew. So we got Leo Casson going up against what seems to be MC after a month of speculation and talks and trades and all that. Pickles remain with MC as their pitcher, so they're obviously going with him. I don't think it's going to be a total bust. I think that these guys are going to split. I like Brew Crew's team. I like the Pickles team. I think they're going to split, and they're going to have an interesting situation to deal with when perhaps there's pitchers available, and they have to make an early decision on whether or not they want to make a move or stick with their current team. I definitely think if they have an offensive explosion, they may elect to make a trade just to solidify the team that can make them perfect. If not, then not. We may see the Pickles just stay exactly as they are. Anyways, I go split.
Over to Memorial 1, we have the Pickles against the Brew Crew. Pickles trying to go the whole season with MC as their primary pitcher. Yakov Soroya's debut to the league and Elliot Mann's return. Very interested to see how they do week 1. The Brew Crew is probably one of the strongest teams in the league this year. Gabe, Irwin, Jimmy, Butchie, Haber, Nanu, very, very deep lineup to go with, surrounded by solid defense around Leo Casson. I see a sweep. I see a sweep by the Brew Crew, and I think that just week 1, tough matchup for MC, going up against a really strong lineup. Both teams have a lot of offense. I think we should see a lot of offense from both sides. I just think that the Brew Crew probably a little bit too strong on the offensive end.
Next matchup, we got the Portland Pickles versus Brew Crew. My MC versus Dano. Dano, really a veteran captain. I love the way he leads. I think he's going to come out there firing with Gabe Abadi, Jimmy Malak. The Portland Pickles, I think, on paper, I know they had some pitching issues in the beginning. They drafted Yakov Soroya as the pitcher, and I don't know if I love them. I think Brew Crew will take at least one, if not sweep. I think the Portland Pickles need to find their mojo. So I like Brew Crew for a sweep also.
Beast Mode versus Hipsters, very exciting. You got, of course, the import team versus Ali Marshall, who I think his team just got simply better over the last 24 hours. I think he has the best team in the league, Ali. I think Beast Mode's a great team also. I definitely think that there's a lot of adjustments that they're going to have to make. Coming early to the field. YMSL, the fields, the dirt, the gold ball, all these type things that they're not used to. Going to take some time to acclimate. I will give Hipsters the upper hand here. I'm going to go with a Hipsters sweep of Beast Mode, despite the fact that I like the Beast Mode team. I don't think they're a week 1 team in the YMSL.
On Memorial 2, we have Beast Mode versus the Hipsters. Joe S. and Stephen Gindy's debut, long awaited. Ralph Hannon, can he bounce back and show that he does have what it takes to win in this league? Hank Dweck, big question mark for this team, but a key cog in this lineup that if they're going to be successful, Hank's going to be successful. They definitely have question marks at short, center, and second base, but a good team overall and a very, very deep lineup. The Hipsters, Ali Marshall, can he handle short since with his hips? David Farka, newly acquired, will he return to form and win a Triple Crown? Eddie Harari, Cy Young Award winner 2 years in a row. Can he do it 3 years in a row? I like the lineup. I like Leo Petroto and Sal. First couple of weeks, I think I see a split.
Beast Mode versus Hipsters. Hipsters with that really crazy trade right before opening season, getting veteran center fielder David Farka to play with veteran Ali Marshall. But this Beast Mode team that came in and essentially saved the draft, coming in last minute with Sammy S's, Steve Ginney and Joe S. I mean, their team on paper looks really, really good. I mean, they drafted really, really nice. I like Beast Mode to take both of them. I think Hipster's got a lot going on. They're gonna take a couple weeks to settle in. And I like the Beast Mode organization to take two. Next month.
Okay, opening week predictions. Very hard to predict on opening week. I'm coming off a bad year last year, but the previous 3 years I was really on fire, so got to try to catch the fire back. Let's go. Opening day, I'm feeling the jitters in my stomach, boys. I'm feeling it. Let's start on the racetrack. Commissioner predictions. Chicago Black Sox versus it's going to be biblical. Black Sox are short-handed. No Sol Cowell for second base. No Tutu Batu Kareem Jr. for second base. I think they're playing Abdo at second base possibly and catching the law firm Ike Patesh. This is a big disadvantage for them. Ike doesn't like catching, and if they don't do that, then Ike's playing first base or second base. I don't like any of that. And it's possible Abdo might not even be playing, and they're only playing with 9. They're on the racetrack. It's a large field. It's the largest in between bases. So not good to only be playing with 9, or even if they're playing with 10, Jeffrey Saka batting both games, big disadvantage. They're lucky though because they're playing Biblical, who I gave the lowest grade to basically, and they made a trade and they lost David Farka. Biblical has the advantage on racetrack because the outfield is so big and it's usually windy week 1, week 2 over there. So if anyone can handle the wind on the racetrack, it's this outfield. For those reasons, I'm going with a split. Normally, I would say Chicago would sweep Biblical. However, because of the outfield, the racetrack, and the short-handed Jeffrey batting twice, maybe only 9 players on that huge field, disadvantage for Chicago. I think Chicago's the better team, but I'm going to go with a split over there. I am concerned about the locker room of Biblical. If they lose game 1, this team could unravel. It's that scary this early already based on the offseason and the podcasts and the talk and the infighting and everything like that. So we're going to have to monitor that. Let's go to racetrack 2 where we have Shake and Bake versus Mo Shiach. Mo Shiach made a bunch of trades. They got out of the 2-pitcher mess. They improved that on their infield with Ruby Saka in the first deal. They got rid of Aharon. They didn't need him really. They didn't need another. He's not really an infielder. He's better for the outfield. They got David Rishti. They fixed their lineup a little bit. They got Juber. However, they're facing AD on Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake is looking good now. Once they fix their outfield, that trade for Aharon really saved them because I was not happy with their outfield at all. I believe that that the confusion of Aharon in center, you move Loudon to left, and you put Lawson right, as Jacobati said on the trade. Now it's a serviceable outfield. Their infield, you have Mocas guarding the line at third. Doesn't need to have much range because he has Zach at short. Ronnie Towell, rookie debut at short center. I like this infield a lot. Saban, Jigga, AB, a lot of good gloves around the infield and the outfield, and I really like Shake and Bake's lineup. However, they're facing Max Yedid. Max Yedid versus Navy. I want to cop out over here and just take the split because that's the safe way to go, but I'm not going to do it. I'm taking Shake and Bake to sweep Mo Shiach. That's your Shabbat gift from me, Mo Haber. Shabbat Shalom. I gave you the ammo that you need. Let's go over to Memorial. Let's start on Memorial 2. Beast Mode versus the Hipsters. I think the Hipsters were one of the better teams in the league. I think they're even better now that they made the trade. I think Farka is going to recapture what he lost last year. What the hell happened to this guy last year? I have no idea. He was captain, he picked his own team, and he played miserably. I think it was part to blame on the white outfit. My investigative reporters have already reached out to Farka. He's not wearing the ice cream man anymore. He's wearing the red shirt, and then he's going with the black pants underneath and black sleeves underneath. He's going to look like an old Nobody Beats the Wiz logo. That's a beautiful thing. So I'm excited for Farka to be on the Hipsters. Eddie Harari, love that team. Love Eddie Harari. But if anyone is familiar with him, it's this team coming in because he played in Brooklyn, he played in the night league. These are night league guys on beast mode. They know Eddie Harari. It's not like they're facing someone that they don't know. And I like the beast mode team a lot. Uri Adler, not going to have the rookie slump that we've seen so many others have. I can't speak for the others. This guy's going to come out firing. He's going to win them a couple of games with a long ball, with the glove, with the arm. So I am going with a split beast mode and hipsters. And then Pickles and Brew Crew. I think Brew Crew is the top team in the league. I think they're the team to beat. And Pickles with no pitcher. You guys know me long enough. I'm not into that. I'm going Brew Crew to sweep. It will be a high-scoring game. Both these teams can rake. Memorial 1 tends to have the high-scoring games. The ball likes to fly there to left, to right. I like the team of Pickles. I don't like the no-pitcher thing. They should have gotten A.B. Cohen. Still pitched MC. MC, you want to pitch? Call a kabod, go pitch. But have A.B. in the bullpen just in case. Why wouldn't you do that? I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. I'll never understand that. 14 innings is a lot of innings to pitch. Same motion over and over. Week 1 especially, he's going to be so sore. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I'm going with Brew Crew to sweep. So 2 sweeps, 2 splits. Shake and bake to sweep. Brew Crew to sweep. Biblical and Chicago to split only because Chicago's shorthanded. Beast Mode and Hipsters, 2 great teams that I like a lot. I'm going with a split. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and we will see you Sunday morning. Weather's going to be nice on Sunday. Not going to be so nice tomorrow, they say. We'll see what happens, but we plan on playing. I think worst case is we have to move a field. Maybe we sneak onto Fireman's. Maybe we go somewhere else. Maybe we start at 10, but not later than that. But I'm hoping for 9 a.m. at Racetrack and Memorial. Let's get good vibes going. Shabbat Shalom. Love you all. See you Sunday morning, baby. Thank you.